This is a demonstration of the recurring billing module system, which also includes doing inspections. Under the project system billing menu, we have what's called auto billing. This one allows you to set up maintenance contract billing that can also have an inspection associated with it. The other recurring billing module is this one here, and this one is used for mostly monitoring type accounts where it's simple $39 a month or something like that, and there's no cost associated with that from your side except for maybe the monitoring company. We'll talk about that in another video. So with the auto billing module, I can set up multiple recurring contracts that can have a frequency of annual, semi-annual, quarterly, and by a third or monthly. If I want to look at today's invoices for the month, comma, I set the effective date where I want to run a report, and this generates a list of all the auto bills that are going to happen this month. I can also look into the future and say, show me for, let's say, August. And now it'll generate a list of the recurring invoices for that month. You'll notice that some have a frequency of 12, quarterly, and annually. Now, I can also run a report for all my maintenance contracts. And I will use this particular report, and this will set up a list of all the recurring contracts and the extended value, because it could be on a quarterly or a different monthly basis. So this will automatically extrapolate, and so I've got $95,000 of recurring invoices for the company. I can also run a month-to-month report, and what this does is it graphs out how the billings will occur over the course of a year. And you see they're relatively flat except for October, and there I've got a high amount of billing. One of the things you can do is move these contracts around so it flattens out this curve. But I like this report a lot, so it shows me where my billings are at. And then it actually gives out the month-to-month of it along the way here too. Okay? Now, to generate the invoices, I would come down to this. I can set my invoice date to be like the 15th or something like that, and set the effective date back to July, like so. Again, just to remind you what we're going to do is there's 4 invoices to be generated, and I would come down here and say create those invoices, click, and the system will proceed to generate those 4 invoices. So now these invoices are sitting here under Dollars to Accounting, ready to send to your accounting system, and are sitting here under the print system where we can go ahead and print those all off. And you see I just generated right here those 4 invoices like so, and then I can use my print all unprinted invoices like this guy here. And so now what it'll do is select all the invoices that need to be printed and print it out, and or email it to the client if they're supposed to receive an email invoice, period. So the other capability of the auto billing module is preventative maintenance inspections. So what I do is check this checkbox here, and now we can set our effective date, for example, July 1, and then what it'll do is list out all the inspections that will occur for the month of July. Notice that some, and it's based on the frequency here, but these are all going to hit for July. Notice it shows you the hours for the inspection, and it totals the hours for you, and it shows you what day the inspection should occur on during the month. Okay. Now what happens in the case of preventative maintenance is the system can spawn a service ticket, and we just use create PMS. Similarly, I can do a list for this month, all my PMSs, and then the month-to-month of it, as we did for the invoicing. But in this case, I'm just going to create those PMSs, preventative maintenance inspections, like so, and the system will go ahead and generate all the inspections. And you see what it did is we have the base project that has the contract information, and it literally spawned off an A3, A6, A21 certificate for all these inspections, like so. And where it put it was it put it under list and status under my inspections to do status right here. And you see the system just generated all those inspections for the day. Okay. And then you would actually add these to the calendar and work them through, some of them being billable and some of them are not billable because they're covered under the recurring money contract, period. So that is the auto billing module. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to call for sales quotes, etc. on that module. Have a great day. Bye-bye.